Well, welcome back to another wonderful and just fantastic and hilarious as usual Veggie Mike Ellis on Instagram, Veggie Mike Ellis on YouTube. Today I'm talking about, is vegan a four-letter word? Yes, vegan a four-letter word. So obviously I'm not talking about spelling and punctuation, but in the figurative sense, is vegan a dirty word? Should we stop talking about vegan? Don't want to scare people off and say vegan. Let's say reduce. You don't have to go vegan. Oh, don't talk about that. Talk about plant-based and cruelty-free lifestyle. And so first of all, let's define what vegan is. Like, what does it actually mean? What's vegan, right? Vegan, to live vegan, to be vegan. It means to seek to exclude animal products, or exploit. I should say it's to not exploit animals in any way practicable. It's to seek to rule out all exploitation of animals in your life wherever practicable. So of course you can't rule out everything, right? So you can't, I go and shop at a store and the store sells animal products. Am I going to not shop at the store? It doesn't make sense. If there's a road that was built to exploited animals, so I'm not going to drive on the road, or it's where practicable. Okay, now it doesn't have to do with convenience. It just has to do with practicable. So that's what it means. Okay, it's to completely exclude it. And there's no reason to include exploitation of animals, by the way. There is no need to eat them, to wear them, to watch them jump through hoops. Is there? I mean, really? Because there's no medical organization on the planet that maintains we need animal products, not that's science-based anyway, that maintains we need animal products for nutritional purposes. Okay, I've said this in pretty much every video I make. But so this is the philosophy of some people. Don't say vegan. Don't say the word vegan. Oh my goodness. Don't say that's no, because you'll scare people, and you don't want to scare everybody off. Oh my goodness, because they don't want to think about, oh no, you want to take baby steps. Oh, just baby steps. Okay, are we talking to babies? Are non-vegans a bunch of babies? Like, it's insulting. Like, there's no baby steps necessary. Like, I didn't need baby steps. I was vegetarian for a while, so if you want to call that a baby step, but that's because I was clueless. Like, I just thought that's enough, and it's just, I was clueless. Like, I was wearing leather. Like, that's not, I don't need to wear leather. I don't need to, eat eggs. So, okay, so why should we say the word vegan instead of plant-based, right? Why should we? Well, okay, as I said before, I define what vegan is. Is there any other movement? Is there any other system of, I don't want to say it's a system of belief. It's not. It's a stand for justice. Is there any other, so it's a social justice movement. So has there been a social justice movement in the past that said, well, women don't really have to vote, not all of them. How about we just let some women vote, or little by little we'll let some women vote if they're nice, or, if we feel like it, or they say, women have the right to vote, period. When we want to get, rid of segregation in the United States, or apartheid, did we say, just institutionalized racism? Did we say, oh, it's okay to, we'll just cut back, but don't say, don't talk directly about the issue or anything, because we don't want to scare people off. People who are for segregation, or, for stopping women to vote, we don't want to scare them by saying that we need to give, to simply stand up for justice and say what's right, period, and without compromising. That's the thing about compromise. Yeah, compromising makes sense in some things. You're talking about, politics, or you're trying to get something pushed through. That's one thing. This is justice. So, meaning that is a little suffering of animals okay? So, should we just do meatless Mondays, and cut back? And that whole belief that, oh, just cut back, but don't say vegan. Oh, we'll scare them off. How are we ever going to get to a point where we stop exploiting animals if we're afraid to say it? If we're afraid to talk directly and frank to people and say, yeah, we can go vegan, it's possible, it's not hard, or so difficult. It's not difficult. It's just, the nutritional information to learn is maybe an hour if you're a slow reader. Not really a big deal to buy different products. Just buy something else and eat something else. Actually, not a big deal. It's really not. If you're non-vegan and you're saying it's hard, I'm vegan and I'm telling you it's not. So who has more credibility, right? I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm just saying that coming from a vegan, it's not that hard. I'm going to actually do some videos about that and just give you some tips. I'm going to do vegan hack videos, vegan hacks, my little tips. I'm going to do some tips for you. So Yeah. So the point is, vegan is not a four-letter word. It's a five-letter word. Yeah, it's got five letters. But that's beside the point. What I'm trying to say is that it's not a dirty word. And if we want a vegan world, we can't run from it. And we also can't just focus on little things like, oh, let's just go after fur. We won't talk about veganism. We'll just go after fur. Now we're just going to go after foie gras, or is that what it's called? Or we're just going to go after, veal. We're not going to eat veal. There's plenty of people who live non-vegan and don't eat veal. I didn't eat veal. I was horrified. But those same people need to be talked to about veganism. It's not, a dirty word. You don't yell at people and make them feel evil and tell them they're evil people. You just, it's not complicated. Animals have moral value, right? Do they have moral value? Yes or no? And since they have moral value, because the answer is yes, if they have moral value, then using them as a resource. There's no need to use them as a resource, and it's not okay to use them as a resource. It's not. I did it for most of my life. I lived non-vegan for most of my life. I was wrong. I had to look at my actions and face my demons. So you just got to change. It's okay to change. It really is. It's okay. You can change. It's really okay. So to wrap it up, vegan is not a four-letter word. It has five letters in it, and it's not a dirty word. And there's nothing wrong with simply saying, go vegan. It's a moral baseline. It's the least we can do. We owe it to them. We never had the right to take from them what we're taking in the first place. We never had the right in the first place. So let's stop taking what we never had a right to take in the first place and go vegan. Thanks for watching.